Don't you feel that Stoicism is often used these days as a quality mark for masculine ideas and ideologies promoted on social media? In recent years, the topic of Stoicism and Stoic philosophy has become very relevant and widespread. Unfortunately, this popularity has led to the intentional distortion and misrepresentation of Stoic concepts on social media. Today, Stoicism is often presented as a tool for achieving men's base desires, which in reality have nothing to do with genuine Stoic philosophy. The essence of Stoicism, which emphasizes virtue, wisdom, and self-control, is being overshadowed by content that misconstrues it as a means to manipulate or fulfill selfish ambitions. For instance, if you search for Stoicism on YouTube, you may easily come across video thumbnails with provocative images and titles such as "How to Seduce Women" or "Stoic Lessons in Manipulation." This misrepresentation not only dilutes the profound teachings of Stoicism, but also misguides those who are genuinely interested in understanding and applying its principles. True Stoic philosophy teaches us to rise above our base desires, cultivate inner peace, and focus on what we can control while accepting what we cannot. It is about living in accordance with the universe and an order built within it, not about exploiting others for personal gain. As consumers of information, it is crucial to be discerning and critical of the content we encounter. It's essential to understand what Stoic philosophy truly represents and how to recognize its potential flaws properly. I believe it is very important to address the teachings of another philosophical school, the school of hedonism, because today these ideas are often disguised and presented as Stoicism. Hedonism focuses on the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain. Unlike Stoicism, which advocates for self-control and discipline, hedonism emphasizes enjoying life and moments of joy. Hedonists believe that the main goal of life is to maximize happiness and pleasure, which can be experienced here and now. This is especially relevant in our society, where everyone seeks quick dopamine spikes and the gratification of desires. Such desires as easily seducing the opposite sex and manipulating people around, instead of striving to build strong families and long-term relationships with other people. Hedonists believed that the pursuit of pleasure is natural and justified, leaving no room for denying pleasures for moral or ethical principles. For a better and deeper understanding of Stoic teachings and this school of philosophy as a whole, I highly recommend reading the works of Marcus Aurelius. These texts unveil new horizons in understanding discipline, self-control, and human nature as a whole. You can experience true enlightenment while reading, especially when you realize that these lines were written by an emperor who ruled over most of the civilized world. I will leave a link to this book in the video description. Now, let's explore 3 principles of true Stoicism that can elevate your life to a new level when properly applied. We will also examine some vulnerabilities of this philosophical school. But first, if you want to progress, show your support by hitting like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop them in comments and let's talk. The first principle of Stoicism teaches us to accept hardships not as something negative and destructive, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Stoics believe that we can gain valuable lessons from the difficulties we face and become stronger as a result. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By adopting this mindset, we can learn to view failures and challenges as opportunities to strengthen our character and resilience. Another renowned Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, teaches that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but the judgments we form about them. By changing our perspective on a situation, we can reduce the emotional impact our judgments have on us. Furthermore, we can use these judgments as fuel for personal growth. For example, if we lose our job, instead of dwelling on the loss, we can use this experience as an opportunity to reassess our career goals, learn new skills, and ultimately find a better and more fulfilling position, or even start our own business. The same applies if we face setbacks in our personal lives. There's no need to suffer over a breakup, or seek revenge if a relationship ends. By viewing this as a chance for emotional growth and understanding what kind of relationship we truly need, our failures help us develop resilience and foster a sense of inner strength. By seeing every challenge as an opportunity for growth, we inevitably cultivate an indomitable spirit that remains steadfast in the face of life's ups and downs. The second key principle of Stoicism is the practice of detachment, which involves separating ourselves from our emotions and external circumstances. Stoics believe that by cultivating a sense of detachment, we can maintain our inner peace and not falter when things go wrong in our lives. While we cannot control external circumstances, we can always choose how we respond to them. Detachment helps us stay focused on what truly matters. In the context of today's realities, detachment helps us resist the temptation of immediate pleasures and keep our attention on long-term goals. By this temptation, I mean, of course, social media and the bombardment of absolutely unnecessary information. Practicing detachment allows you to stop being distracted by constantly checking your phone when you need to be fully concentrated on the task at hand. Training yourself to abstract from distractions and external pressure inevitably develops the mental discipline that is so necessary to achieve success in a world filled with endless events vying for our attention. This same practice helps us maintain emotional balance in the face of difficult situations. By detaching from outcomes, we can avoid excessive attachment to success or disappointment in failure. This mindset allows us to continue moving forward and making progress regardless of the results. The third principle of Stoicism involves cultivating virtue as the foundation of an invincible character. Stoics regarded virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as the base that helps us handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. By developing these virtues, we learn to make the best decisions and respond to life's uncertainties with a clear and calm mind. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This quote emphasizes the importance of focusing on our actions and deeds, rather than merely discussing abstract ideas about virtue. In our modern reality, this translates to taking full responsibility for our own lives. Cultivating virtue starts with identifying areas of our lives where we can begin to improve and taking concrete steps to develop these qualities. Consistent and diligent work on our virtues will gradually but inevitably change our character and help us become more resilient in the face of adversity and failure. At times, this process will seem incredibly challenging, but the reward you receive in the end will undoubtedly be worth it, manifesting in a deep sense of satisfaction and long-term happiness. While Stoic philosophy has many advantages and fundamentally teaches us to be resilient, independent, and to face any trials with peace and acceptance, it also has vulnerabilities that can manifest when one follows its teachings too rigidly. Firstly, excessive striving for self-control and suppression of emotions can lead to emotional detachment and difficulty in forming deep human connections. People overly obsessed with Stoicism may become too isolated and unable to express their feelings, negatively impacting personal relationships. They may feel that showing emotions or vulnerability contradicts their philosophical principles, leading to isolation and an inability to share their experiences. This can create barriers in communication with loved ones, friends, and colleagues, as they may be perceived as cold and insensitive. Over time, such behavior can lead to alienation and loneliness, further deepening the individual's introspection and loss of social support. Consequently, Stoics may miss out on building meaningful and deep relationships, negatively affecting their emotional well-being. Secondly, Stoic philosophy can lead to ignoring real needs and desires. Constant suppression of one's desires and striving for asceticism can result in a sense of inner emptiness and dissatisfaction. This can lead to feelings of unhappiness and dissatisfaction with life, despite outward discipline and control. In their pursuit of the ideal of self-control, Stoics may forget the need to care for their own desires and aspirations. This can pertain to both physical needs, such as rest and pleasure, and emotional ones, such as recognition and love. Neglecting one's own needs can lead to internal conflict and tension, which will gradually accumulate, undermining the inner sense of harmony and peace. Moreover, it can lead to the development of depression or anxiety, as the person feels that they must constantly suppress their natural desires for philosophical ideals. Thirdly, the constant striving for indifference to external circumstances and emotions can lead to apathy and a loss of interest in life. This contradicts the idea of actively participating in life and realizing one's potential. Stoics may focus too much on avoiding suffering and negative emotions, ultimately leading to the rejection of joys and pleasures that make life complete. This can create a sense of detachment and loss of interest in what is happening around them, which in turn leads to a lack of motivation and desire to strive for new achievements. As a result, Stoics may miss out on many opportunities for personal and professional growth, as they avoid anything that may cause them emotional discomfort. This behavior can also negatively affect their social life, as they may stop participating in activities and events that bring joy and satisfaction. Despite its vulnerabilities, Stoic philosophy remains a powerful tool for self-improvement. Its principles of self-control, discipline, and inner harmony help people develop resilience and withstand life's challenges. By applying these ideas with reasonable flexibility and balance, one can achieve deep satisfaction and inner peace. It makes Stoicism an excellent guide that shows the direction for those striving for personal growth, self-discipline, and a harmonious life. Subscribe and share your journey with us. Until next time.